Hi, welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Charlotta and this is the School of Pattern Cutting. In this video, I'm going to look at and analyze the trapeze dress. It's a famous Dior style, and which has influenced lots of different designers and can be used in lots of different ways. So I'm going to look at 5 dresses which have used the same volume, and I'm also going to show you how what my plans are for making my own trapeze dress this year. You can see we got a beautiful example of a trapeze dress. It's got the, I'm gonna make some noise. If I quickly show you the dart on it, because that's why it's called a trapeze dress. You can see it's basically, I've done my version. Dior has done a different version. I've done my version where the dart basically comes out of the neck and then it goes down into the skirt and it gives you like a trapeze shape. And otherwise it's really fitted at the top and then it's really A-line. And I think it's gonna be really flattering. I might make some tops and dresses. So let's have a look at the actual Dior dress. I'm gonna sort of reference Dior and Balenciaga because they both did similar stuff. And I'm not sure who's my favorite. So I think I find Balenciaga more sculptural, but Dior is just a master. So this is Dior's famous trapeze dress. It's actually, I think it was Yves Saint Laurent's first season at Dior's in 1958. But you can see how it's sort of similar to my version, but also slightly different. So he's got a normal neck, and then he's got a very cute Dior bow. So I'm sort of toying with adding maybe a little Dior bow there, but we see how it goes. So he's got no key neck, he's just got a normal neck, and then he's got the 2 trapeze darts, and his sleeves are quite... I'm actually not sure I like his sleeves, if you're allowed to criticize Dior. But on all the images I've seen, they look slightly wrinkled. So on here, we actually got like a raglan sleeve, so the shoulder is moved in, and then it's got a seam here, and on his there seems to be lots of sort of slightly strange volume. I don't know, it would be nice to see some different images and see how it looks there, because I like a really neat sleeve. If you have a big dress, you need a really pretty neat sleeve, otherwise it's gonna look like you put on dress which is just too big for you. Well, it's not different, but it just takes it to the next level. So what Balenciaga has done, he's again kept the neck as a round neck, but then he's sort of made it slightly wider and he lowered in the back. And I think that's really flattering because your back is, I think everybody has got a beautiful back, but it's a really nice feature with sort of top back. And if it's not too low, but it just gives you a glimpse of different skin, but it's quite demure. And then he sort of created this sort of more relaxed bows. Dior always does pretty perfect bows, while Balenciaga does a slightly more relaxed bow, which I really like. And then he's gone completely Balenciaga, slightly bonkers, and he's kept it really short at the front. He's got all the volume, and then it just goes really long, like a train at the back. So that would be an amazing evening dress. And it has been sort of reinterpreted in skirts recently. We've got a skirt which is short at the front and long at the back, but I have to say I prefer the Balenciaga. And if you're interested in Balenciaga, let me know. We can do a proper sort of in-depth analysis and drawing, because I think it might be all one piece, because that's what Balenciaga was really amazing at, this sort of patterns which drape around your body, but they're actually all made from one piece. So there are 2 more Diors. One is a really nice peachy pink version, and it's sort of a coat version. So he's got that sort of trapeze shape, which I love, but then he's actually put a button stand on, this really oversized button, and it looks like it's either gonna be a cotton or a linen mix, and he's moved the sleeve to here as well and made it shorter, and then put in 2 big pockets. And it's actually called Happy Holiday, Bon Vacances, which I'm pronouncing really badly. But it's basically a really relaxed but elegant style you would wear to south of France on the beach you're strolling around with your lovely straw bag and a big hat. And that's what I love about this dress, and that's what I'm sort of going to do, make some more dressy versions, maybe some top versions for the day, and then make some really relaxed holiday dresses. And then I'm going to show you one last Dior one, which is this grey one, which I think is the same season as the other dress we looked at, but it's sort of done for day. So the first black number is super elegant. You wear it to a black tie, then cocktails. It's really versatile. It's a perfect little black dress basically. But the grey one is more day wear, I think. So it's got a slightly bigger neck. It's got a beautiful, quite wide Peter Pan collar, which is slightly raised, but it's quite flat. It's really elegant. And then it's got, for once, it's still got a Dior bow, but it's oversized. So it's not as drapey as a Balenciaga, but it's in between the tiny Dior and something more organic. So it's really nice. So it's like you just thrown it on, you tied it up. And then I would imagine that's probably the entry. So it's probably got a keyhole. And then it's got really beautiful style lines, but then he's put pockets in. So that's what you want for a daytime dress. It's something you can just throw on, you look fabulous, and you've got pockets as well. The sleeves, I think it's just must be how a dummy is. They're slightly longer and slightly wider than the evening version, so it's easier to wear. You can put a jumper underneath as well if it's cold. And then I'm going to show you a contemporary dress which I really liked, which is by Marni. And what I like about it, it's very similar. The seams are slightly different, but it looks like it's made in maybe a denim, and like quite a thin, but it's sort of definitely a bit of indigo color of denim. But it's got the same amazing trapeze shape. It's got a center front seam, but then we made the neck slightly bigger and a boat neck. So it becomes sort of quite casual. It's got these beautiful it's either going to be drawstrings in your neck, or it's going to be sort of Dior-like bows on the shoulder. So it has a really nice detail, so it doesn't become too work there. It's still an elegant dress, but you could wear that dress anywhere. And it's got they have to actually drop the shoulder, so they've gone the opposite way. They drop the shoulder and got a really nice, neat sleeve. And then they got this sort of side seam, they moved slightly forward. And if you have a big dress, if you then move the side seam slightly forward, it actually is more flattering, because it says you still got a figure underneath, but then you got a dress on top. So it draws lines on your dress. So it's quite a good tip. So that isn't just like a big shape, it's sort of drawing body lines, which I really like. We made this dress for our vintage pattern cutting class, but I absolutely fell in love with it. I only ever seen sort of images, and I found lots of old illustrations that sort of inspired me to draft my own version. And it looks fantastic on. I've done quite a short version, and I think I'm actually going to make this year, I'm going to make a top version. So really making it short. You can wear it either with maybe sort of what they used to call cigarette pants, but sort of quite straight fitted pants which are slightly cropped, and then you just got a really nice trapeze top on top, which I think is going to look lovely, even a wool or maybe quite a structured cotton satin. So you got that sort of volume standing, but it isn't too formal. And I might put a little bow on, I'm not sure. And maybe make the neck a bit wider, so it's more flattering. But what I also love, what I might do is that I actually, if you made it into a thin denim, you can actually press the collar open. So then it's sort of more slightly sailory again, so it becomes more casual. But I thought for the summer, I'm going to make two dresses as well. A denim dress, so a bit like a Marni, but more fit at the top, because Marni is quite oversized for me. But this just a really nice denim shoulders, all fitted, and then like a nice big skirt, and I can just wear it with sandals all summer and hopefully look very glamorous. I'm aiming to be putting all my making story on our new series of talking patterns. So keep an eye out for it over the next few weeks. Hopefully you see me making some beautiful trapeze dresses, and I'm also going to put my progress on Instagram. And if you love this dress as much as me, I would love to see you make it as well, and maybe we can all have a sort of trapeze dress make along and compare notes But whatever I'm going to make with this dress, I'm sure it's going to be really beautiful, and I'm really excited about making some lovely dresses for this year. So if you want to learn how to draft this beautiful trapeze dress, have a look at our vintage pattern cutting masterclass. It's on our website in the link below, and it just gives you all the details, diagrams and videos. It's much more in depth than our YouTube stuff, so you put it on the website and you will be able to make your dress as well. Whatever you do, enjoy your drafting.